Charles Barkley is with us by phone from Los Angeles. Charles, it's Kevin Calabro and Steve Smith. Give us your impressions of Tim Duncan as a pro. What did you see from him during the 2 decades that he played in this league?
Well, I got you. Obviously, he's the greatest power forward ever. And to do it in one city makes it even more remarkable. You know, the guy was just, the thing that amazes me the most is when he wasn't the best player on the team, when he turned it over to Tony Parker and not Kawhi Leonard. The way he handled it with dignity, that's probably his greatest legacy.
Charles, when you talk about Tim Duncan, like you said, so many people talk about him being a great teammate. Talk about his play, how he changed that power forward position, playing it at a 7-footer, and also playing alongside David Robinson. Them two, and the matchups you probably had with those guys.
Well, you know, Smitty, I've always said that Kevin McHale was the best player I played against. With his moves down on the post and everything, that made him remarkable and unstoppable. His up and under, his jump hook. And Tim Duncan was just probably a little more athletic than Kevin McHale. You know, I didn't play a lot against him, but just obviously I've been watching and broadcasting. But to me, like I say, Kevin McHale's the best player I ever played against. But Tim Duncan was just like him, but probably just a little more athletic, probably had a better jump shot. But like I say, he's easily the greatest power forward ever. And, man, to play in one city with that organization is amazing.
Charles, you mentioned the greatest power forward to play ever, in your opinion. So you'd have to put, if you had a 12-man roster all time, he's on it, correct?
Yeah, you know, I said in my list on the you know, I get grief. They're trying to put LeBron past Kobe and Tim Duncan. I said, he's not that yet. I said, you know, my top 5 are Michael, Oscar, Kareem, Bill Russell, and Wilt. I got Kobe 6 and Tim Duncan 7. And I think you got Bird, Magic, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, all those guys like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, depending on where you want to put them. But LeBron's right there if he can win a few more championships. But I got him as the 7th greatest player ever, in my personal opinion.
Charles, you mentioned longevity in one market, which is remarkable. Kobe, of course, comes to mind, and then the other, Dirk Nowitzki, who just got a 2-year contract from Dallas, coming into his 18th year at the age of 38. Are those days gone, you think? Or are you going to see a guy that's going to spend, if, you know, good Lord willing, he can play that long, he's going to spend that amount of time in one market?
I hope not, because I love it when guys stay to play their entire career in one market. It's pretty amazing if you can do that, especially if you've been great. I'm not talking about role players, but if you've been a great player, I would love to see you play your entire career in one community. But, you know, Kevin, that's the one thing that made Tim Duncan so amazing. You remember now, he's turned that team over to Tony Parker and Ginobili a couple years. Now it's Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge. And how many superstars got the ego, well, lack of ego to be able to do that? That's what makes him great also.
Charles, not only that, but the style of play, I think you would agree. I mean, you know, obviously when he was the focus, he's getting the post touches, and then when the 2 young guys come along, Ginobili and Parker, they want to get up and down the floor, to get into the passing game and running more, and he was able to adapt to that beautifully.
Yeah, he did. He was able to adapt to it, but like I say, that just means he has to check his ego at the door.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make about just being a remarkable teammate and just being a wonderful person, because, listen, we all been around guys. Steve knows that some guys don't want to pass that torch.
Right. Chuck, when you look at this team, San Antonio Spurs, as we transition from a Tim Duncan unbelievable career, they pick up Pau Gasol. What do you think they can do, and how far do you think they can go?
Listen, I think before everybody has towards the championship, I think these people got to talk about, I love what the Clippers have done. I think going out getting more space is going to help them. They've obviously got to get healthy. But I really like what the Spurs did going out getting Pau Gasol. You know, it's going to be interesting with all them small guys the Warriors got. They're going to be able to score, but can they stop anybody or can they rebound? I think the same problems they had last year. Like I say, they got Kevin, who's a great player, but they still going to have to rebound the ball and play defense on those big guys down low.
Charles, we wish you were here, obviously, but we wish you the best. Have a great summer, man. We'll talk to you later.
Hey, just listen, trust me, if I was there, I wouldn't be broadcasting. I'd be at the blackjack table.
With a tea time tomorrow, no question. And we'd be there with you, brother. Thanks very much. Charles Barkley with us.